That's right, y'all. We back at it. It's your boy B Sounds, the ADHD Bandit. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, B_Sounds1906. Jamaica Lions in the building. Shout Love. We got Cool Mix J. Breaking news, man. Unfortunately, the news just came in. PNB Rock has officially passed away, man. So we send condolences out to his family and stuff like that, man. So tragic, man. Like I'm telling you, a lot of y'all artists out here, you think the fame, like, I mean, I don't know. We about to have an interview right now. We're gonna talk about, you know, a lot of stuff that's going on in the industry right now with this next guest, but we want to say condolences for PNB Rock, man, and all his family members. And you know, it's just crazy. Like that clout chasing can catch up with you, man.
Stop the violence. It's not worth it. Now whoever did what they did, they going to prison. Like they either going to prison or they gonna get killed themselves. Like what was the point?
Yeah, that's crazy. So check this out, y'all. We got our first interview of the night, man. All the way. Hey, we're gonna tell him. We're gonna let him introduce himself. You know what I'm saying? Tell him where he's from. But we want to say, hey, look, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
What on, man?
Hey, yo, introduce yourself, man. Tell the people about yourself.
I'm me.
What's your name?
This is Hustle Simmons Esquire right here.
Hustle Simmons Esquire in the building. Y'all make some noise. Make some noise. All right, brother. So I guess my first question is, I see you in a lot of places. I see you with people.
None of your business.
Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying. But what do you like? You into promotions, management? Tell the people.
Promotions, booking, marketing, artist consulting, management for those that want to be managed. You know, a little bit of everything.
What got you started in this field?
Kind of is life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how you grow into something, just growing into it.
I mean, you say that, but when you on stage giving, you know, Slick Rick a crown, you know what I'm saying? You got to be connected to somebody.
I don't know nobody, man.
Oh, he connected all right with that Death Row Records chain on.
So how did that come about, man? You and Rick had a relationship like for a long time, or what's going on?
Yeah, Rick, it's been maybe 6-7 years. Just, you know, doing shows with him and stuff like that.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. So as far as the industry,
shout out G Money,
what's up? So as far as the industry right now, man, like as far as VA, I wanted to ask you this. You see a lot of acts come through here, and you see a lot of music, right? But what do you think Virginia needs? Do Virginia need that one city to pop, or do we need the whole state to pop? Because, you know, Atlanta has Georgia. I mean, Atlanta has Atlanta, you feel me? That's a city. But do you think for Richmond or 7-5, because there's so many artists, it's so diverse, what do you think we need to do?
Stop being crabs in a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first step. You know, people just, it's too much money, and don't nobody want to see the next man succeed. There's plenty of money out here, but, you know.
So as far as like your like inspiration like of artists that you like encounter, who you say one of your biggest artists is your biggest inspirations?
The main one would be Pop.
Word.
Yeah.
So how he inspired you?
Yeah, I mean, he is rap. I mean, you know, when you look at, he is hip hop. You know, when I say that, I say it with justification from every other artist that I've dealt with. I don't think I've met an artist yet, and I've had multiple conversations that doesn't have Pac in top 3. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. I know you follow my Instagram. Yeah. You see a lot of cats, Jay-Z, this, that, and the third. But, you know, I have these conversations with the Rakims, and, you know, and Jay-Z's not their top 3. You know what I mean? So
he not my top either. He just not. He's just not who
top, nothing. But
he's
anyway.
just not who I think of when I think of top 3. I don't think
so. Circling around Instagram, a lot of people have been talking about like the Mount Rushmore of rap, and they've been like putting up like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, and stuff like that. If you can choose your own Mount Rush, you know, more of rap, like who would be up there?
What is Mount Rushmore, 5?
I believe it's 5.
Yeah.
Don't get me the line.
5.
Yeah, it's 5 of them up there.
Well, the first one, of course, is Pop.
Okay.
Then I gotta go with Big Pun, Slick Rick, Ice Cube, and Scarface.
Word.
Okay.
That's a dope list.
And ain't nobody messing with my list. I almost crazy.
I know that's right.
So what are you looking forward towards, like as far as I guess, in the industry for VA? You know what I'm saying? How do we get over that crabs in the barrel? Do we do more shows together, or like how do we come together?
That's $1 million question, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I've been trying to figure it out for a while. It's a tough one. I mean, it's just the mentality of a lot of the promoters and a lot of the investors is ridiculous. The investors are now fans, so if they're not a fan of the music, they don't bring them here. That's why y'all don't see them in Virginia.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I guess the reason why I asked you that is to lead up to my next question. Is if you have a new artist, right? Should that new artist be focused on before they could try to go get a label deal or try to stay independent, try to get a distribution deal? Should they try to get more streams, or should they show an A&R that they can have an event and they can pack it out? Like, is that still like the mentality nowadays?
I think the mentality now is basically all about money. That's all they care about. They don't care about the craft or anything that goes with it. Mm-hmm. So if there's no money involved, they don't want a part of it.
Yeah.
And I run into that often with up and coming artists. If it ain't no money, they don't want to do it. I mean, it's not hard to do. I mean, you could actually break yourself in the game if you use your brain.
Yeah.
But I ain't here to, it's $1 million worth of game.
I was about to say,
It's real simple if you sit down and think about it, but they don't take that time. They want that money like ASAP. Yeah. They see these artists get signed and, congratulations to them, but at the end of the day, they forget that, they still got to pay taxes on what he got. So,
exactly.
You walk away with little or nothing.
Yeah.
So out of, like B Sounds was saying earlier, all the celebrities he sees on your page and everything, out of all the celebrities that you work with or encounter, like, who are like, give me like 2 or 3 that you enjoy working with, like you gotta keep on working with them and build, like you just have that vibe with them where you be like, I gotta do another one.
Comedy or rap or what?
We can do both, comedy and rap. Cause you with all of them.
I gotta say Lavelle Crawford. Lavelle Crawford, Michael Blackson.
I love Michael Blackson.
Don DC Curry. My ultimate favorite though, I got a rest in peace Pops. That was
bang bang.
That was my dude. Yeah, that was my guy. Hip hop Tretch.
Speaking of Tretch, he's about to be in a Broadway play of
New Jack City.
Yeah, New Jack City. That's dope.
That's great.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Let me see.
No Limit?
Don't cut me off no more. Let me finish.
That's it.
I don't know if I should say the name or not. Mysticals,
I was going to ask you about that because I know y'all got a close relationship. You know what I'm saying? I've seen your posts when they do shows and stuff. And my whole thing about that is, do you feel like artists nowadays, like, not saying his situation, all right, but like artists like him, should he have a team around him, or should Master P provide a team to like you know what I'm saying, around him? You know what I'm saying?
To keep him from
it's
raping
kind
people.
of a double-edged sword. I mean, he got a team around him, but people can lie all day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
People can lie all day.
Yeah, because I feel like
you've witnessed it in hip hop before. Mm-hmm. This ain't the first lie that's been told on an artist. I mean,
Yeah.
Do you think that these artists surround themselves with a bunch of yes men? And people who not gonna keep it real, like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
She is giving me a bad vibe. Like, I could tell you don't take that one back to the.
There are some. There's quite a few of them. I've run into a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, then I have to be the one to tell them no.
Yeah. I know that's right. So what about you? Feel like are you following this show P Valley? Do you look at P Valley?
Can I curse one time?
What you want to say?
No.
I guess the reason why I asked that is because it's the artist, the guy, Little Murder. You know what I'm saying? The artist he's portraying. I feel like he made a good point though. He said he got into it with Plies. Plies was like, I need to be warned when you have some of them scenes. But he said, I'm just living that lifestyle, like of crazy stuff that artists don't want to bring to light. So I want to ask you. I'm gonna ask this in a shy love question. What's the craziest thing
it was coming.
you seen? You know what I'm saying? Like you was behind stage. You seen Kevin Gates like, you got some donut powder on your nose, bro.
You was in the house and you walked past that door that's crack, and you peeked inside, and then you said that's not the room for me. I'm going this way.
Or not even that. What's the craziest stuff you've seen before?
Tell us.
I can't.
But don't include a name. You don't have to include a name.
No, 'cause some of that stuff, if I said it, you know the name. But I mean, it's some wild stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
Such as?
We ain't gonna go there.
But nah,
we ain't gonna go there.
You don't want to put it on blast.
It's some shit that the industry is. If your mental ain't right, it ain't the place for you.
So that's why I was going.
Because you can fall for the tricks easily.
It's a lot of stuff between money and what's offered and what's out there. It's a lot of stuff.
Like people selling their soul, basically, man.
Yeah.
But so what you got going on right now? You working on? You got any shows? Anything going on? Or nothing?
Wait, what kind of question is that? You follow me on Instagram? You asking do I got these shows, man?
I see you when you post it after you take the picture. I'm like, damn, I want to be there.
I don't post my location when I'm there.
All right, that's what's up.
See, we follow your Instagram, but for the folks listening, we want you to advertise your stuff that you might got coming up and stuff like that. So we might already know what you up to, but we need to let the people know. So what you got? What you working on?
I'm working on something. I'm gonna skip this year. I ain't even gonna talk about this year. I'm working on something big for next year. Thinking about Norfolk Scope.
Okay.
Game changer. That's all I can't really put it out there, but something different.
Okay.
That's what's up,
something
man.
different.
Surprise us.
Yeah.
But how can the people follow you on Instagram, bro?
As long as they don't ask for cash apps, they can hit me up at Hustle Simmons ESQ, HUSTLESIMMONSESQ.
We appreciate you coming out here, man.
That's
being on the
it?
show. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I was about to say what's going on. I mean, I definitely want to get into some I want to ask you about my whole thing is because I know you artist management. You know what I'm saying? You manage artists. A lot of artists listen to this show, and they feel like, a lot of artists been through the show, but they feel like after they get that they drop that one video and they get 1,000 views in a day or 10,000 in a week, they think they done.
Them ain't no numbers though.
Yeah, see, I need you to tell them that. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm an A&R, I'm looking at you laughing, and you tell me you hit 1,000 a day. 1,000 a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I had artists hit 1 million in 4 days. If you ain't hitting numbers, they don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I've talked to major artists for features, and they be like, what their numbers look like.
Right.
You tell them their numbers is too low, they like, I ain't doing that shit. I mean, excuse me.
You good.
I ain't doing
We just lost 2 church sponsors, but it's cool. We make it up.
Shout out East Tabernacle Baptist Church.
But nah, you good though. But nah, that means something though, because a lot of people. Because I don't think right now. I think a lot of people are looking for hood celebrity.
But let me say this. Let me add this. 1,000 of you. I shouldn't have said it like that. 1,000 a day is good if you just starting. If you don't have nothing helping you, nothing pushing you, that's a step.
Yeah.
But don't think that that's the step. It's not the step.
Or buying followers either. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got about 2
followers, you can tell if they buy followers.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
I run into that all the time. You can tell.
Listening to the trap music, right?
Haji.
He said, hi. Yeah.
No, you got 10,000 followers and 10 likes.
He added that.
The numbers ain't, the math ain't
It
mathing.
ain't always the likes. You just can tell. It's not always
that
the likes.
too. But the likes, the comments, and then just look at the count.
Because I know some celebrities that sometimes get 10 likes and they got 800,000 followers, but they didn't buy them. You know what I mean? But it
they
just
might have
depends
did
on.
though.
No, I know some that haven't, some that haven't.
Right.
I know some that haven't.
Yeah, you get to clicking through the followers list hijab something.
Hijab.
What?
when you get the Bollywood followers, you be like, oh.
Yeah, hold on, and then you see that person only has 10 pictures, and they just you can tell it ain't right.
It just like the average person look through the follow list. A&Rs do that, the artists do that, the promoters, producers, all that do that.
Yeah.
So
as you should.
Do you think that's a fake it till you make it tactic?
Yeah, that's a sink before you float tactic.
A sink before you sink.
Yeah.
Nah, the reason why because a lot of kids people coming up now, I feel like they lost in the sauce. I think they think you make it on TikTok. Or you know what I'm saying? They think they made it. But I feel like if you get to the top, it's even harder to stay up there.
It is. It definitely is. But it's not as hard to get there, but people don't stay on track to do it.
Yeah.
They look for ways, the easy ways, instead gotta put that work in, and it take money. It's not free. Ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing.
Yeah.
You know, even the ones that you see on Instagram getting the money from the deal or whatever, getting signed, they did something to impress that person that gave them that money.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't just, I'm gonna give you a bag of money because you rap. Nah, you got to do something. You got to do
something strange. For a little
no, I see they.
There you go again with the
Hey, cut her mic.
They did something.
What you was gonna say, Lion?
No, so I was gonna say, since you with the artist management, have you ever had an artist where y'all work together and then at some point you just didn't click and you had to break ties?
Talk about it.
He got the muhaha laugh.
Yes. And it's not always that we didn't see eye to eyes. Like I said, money plays a part. A lot of artists fail to realize that without a budget, you get nowhere. You know, if you don't have a budget, what like as a manager, think about common sense. As a manager, what can you do for an artist that doesn't have any money? You're gonna have to put the money up, correct?
Correct.
So, where's the logic in that?
Yeah.
Then when you make it, then you got the situations like Megan where they don't want to give you what you do.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right.
Let me ask you this: if you was Megan's manager, right, and she asked for that beat for Future, you know that for Pressalicious, $250,000, bro.
Stop. You know, I can't answer it because I had a similar situation with her already.
With Megan or Future?
With Megan.
All right.
So I can't answer that one.
You can't ask if you would pay $250,000 for a beat. I'll be like, Future, I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that.
What is it?
It's a lot of thievery in the industry.
Yeah,
put it like
definitely.
that. A lot of thievery. So
my thing, I think he kind of gangster though because he charged her $250 and he was on the track. You know what I'm saying?
Dumb enough to pay it.
I know.
Yeah, she said clear out the
I'm gonna
bank.
guarantee you, nobody advised her to do that.
Yeah.
That was her on her own. I can say that.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I just want to see like VA come together. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy, but like I said, I mean, the promoters, the investors, they have to want it. They gotta want to see another person succeed.
Yeah,
bro, I go through it all the time with the shows. Like, they don't want to see me do half the stuff I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why most of the show, if you notice, I don't know how much you watch my page, but if you notice, a lot of the stuff I do, 95% of it is not in Virginia.
Yeah.
Because if I go to LA or Georgia or North Carolina, South Carolina, Jersey, they just tell me, okay, this is my budget. Make it happen.
Yeah.
They're not, oh man, I don't want to compete with you because you know this dude.
I feel you. I feel like you got to know your worth too. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your worth because you can get to that. You can probably get that one person who ask you and got the bag and ask you like, well, I don't want to give you my real answer because it might not. You know, I might get looked over because they've been looked over so much. Because you know what I'm saying.
But you know what? Doing a show is not even like. You have to, if you know the business, you know that you can get the cheaper artists.
Yeah.
You know, now when you start trying to book these new artists, that's when you gonna need that big bag.
Yeah.
Cause that's what they charging. But don't come to me and be like, oh, I want to do a show, and then I give you names, and then you say, no, I want the Lil Uzi Verts and the Moneybag Yo, but you got a $5,000 budget. Conversation is dead. Like, what am I supposed to do with it?
You gonna get plastic bag.
You gonna get that. You gonna get that
money bag.
This weekend it's going down at the Richmond Raceway with Pookie Bear's side piece.
Plastic bag dropping its single.
Mel Waiters got my whiskey. Yeah, bro, that's just crazy, man. But yeah, man, I feel you on that, man. I don't know. I just feel like. I don't know, man. Like, a lot of people out here, they lost. Like, even the promoters out here, man. A lot of promoters. We just had a show here in Richmond. I speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Rail Triple X opened up for it. You know, it was Money Man was supposed to perform at the Diamond. You feel me? And the Squirrels. And it was another radio station, some radio station out here. I don't know. But look, I'm going to tell you this. Somebody, I don't know. But they were relying on the ticket sales to pay the artists the back end, and when they didn't get the crowd, and when you don't get the crowd, the artist not gonna show up. And the thing about it, he was in the area. But when you rely on that door, just like a lot of these promoters, these people gotta stop doing this. Stop saying you're an artist and stop saying you're a promoter just because you know a lot of people. Man, go ahead. I'm sorry, man. My bad, bro.
No, I mean that happens a lot though. You when people don't, when they're not used to doing it, then they do. They rely on the ticket sales, and that's not what you make sure you have your back end before you sign this artist to a contract.
Yeah.
Then you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take a loss, you take a loss. That's on you. It's up to you to promote it and market it the right way.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, they do that a lot. It's a lot of artists that come here and end up just being here. It's a lot of
artists though, but you know what I'm saying, when they first coming up, they looking at you to make them famous. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, I got him on my team. You know what I'm saying? And they stop working. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a manager. When you say that and put it in quotation marks, they thought they Jay-Z nephew.
This is so true.
I'm trying to tell you. They be like, oh, I got me a team. I got me a manager and a publicist. I ain't never got to go to the studio again.
But they
get out of here.
See, what they fail to realize is that's extra checks that I need to get.
Exactly.
Me managing, being your publicist, doing your promotion, and doing that's three different things right there.
And you one person doing them 3 jobs.
And that's like, 3 separate checks.
Yeah, I need all of them. I need it all.
They ain't got no money though.
They ain't got no budget, or they got a $500 budget and want something. You want some shoes?
Hey man, we gonna continue this off the air, man. Tell the people one more time your Instagram, bro.
Hustle Simmons ESQ, HUSTLESIMMONS ESQ.
My man said, yo, that's it. I said, no, bro. I wanted to get into it, dog. Yeah, we on there.
All the promoters out there, if you need artists, you feel free to DM me. Whatever, man. Let's make it happen.
All right.
That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna throw 2 more questions out there. Here we go. What's the budget you think a promoter should do if they want to get an artist like a Genuine or a Mario or a B-list artist? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it all depends. It all depends. You got your B-list artists. I ain't even gonna front. It's some B-list artists for $4,000.
I was gonna ask you because Lotto still charge $15.
Well, next. Look, man. It's all in what you want. I mean, they want it, and
let's talk.
You gotta know your worth. You know what I mean? If she feel like that's what she worth, go ask for it.
That's what's up.
You said $4,000.
It's some acts. I know acts for $2,500 and up that will sell out a venue, but it's all in the investors wanting to see it.
Right.
Key example. How often do you see West Coast artists in Virginia? You don't. Mm-hmm. And you know how many legends it is in the West Coast?
Yeah.
And Virginia is kind of military area. Yeah. You have all races here. Mm-hmm. You can sell out any show in Virginia if the marketing and promotion is right.
Right.
Cats don't think.
Yeah.
They don't think. They could be doing all kind of shows. And a lot of those West Coast artists, not all of them, a lot of them are reasonably priced. Hit the bell. Reasonably priced. Yeah. A lot of them are nicely priced where you could put on a decent show, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Why is Game not in Virginia? I mean, let's be real. Regardless of how people feel about the situation, Game is still a mainstream artist.
Yeah. What situation?
With 50 and Eminem and all that, regardless
of that.
As
a woman, I'm just thinking he's sexy. Like, what's the situation?
No, but I mean,
he's not worried about that.
He's still a mainstream artist.
Yeah.
You don't see Ice Cube booked in Virginia often. I don't know. I think last time he was like 2013.
I wouldn't even want to see Ice Cube. I'd rather see the Game.
Yeah, it's a lot of artists.
So we need to bring the Game here.
Oh, it's a lot of them.
We had Danny Boy from Death Row Records on this show right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
I said that shout out to the chain. That's why I said that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So it sounds like we're gonna be bringing the Game here.
If you got the budget, we can make it happen.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, all right, look, we're gonna do this real quick. I gotta do this.
What's your other question?
Oh, here it's about to do.
Okay,
all right, here we go. It's gonna be this person or that person. Or you can say pass. You ready?
Game time.
Here we go. Kendrick or Nipsey?
Nipsey.
Okay.
And rest in peace. That was my man too.
Okay.
Drake or Jay?
Neither one.
Okay. All right.
I said it.
All right, here we go. Tupac or Nas?
Pac all day.
All right. Scarface up Cube.
Ooh. I gotta go with. I think I gotta go with Cube on that one.
Jay Prince or Master P?
As far as what though?
Promoting. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
And shout out Jay Prince. I was an intern for Rapper Line in college. So, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, they both. I know both of them. They both are. I mean, they about that business.
Yeah.
I'm a pass on that one.
Wayne or Jadakiss?
Kiss.
Okay.
Oh yes, definitely. They ain't even know.
Okay.
I should hold on. I should have asked you what are the premises like. What am I like? Am I selecting my favorite?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not talking about record sales. I'm not talking about that, you know what I'm saying? Or streams, you know. All right, here we go. Trina or Remy Ma?
I'm not answering that 'cause I know probably both of them probably listening.
Word.
Remy.
All right, let's see. I'm about to wrap it up. Here we go. I got to throw a wild card out there. Man, I don't even want to do this. T.I. or I can't do it. I was gonna say T.I. or Beanie Siegel.
I would go with Beans because that's my man, but I wouldn't. That ain't right.
Yeah.
T.I. and Beanie.
Yeah, I mean,
He mixing it up.
Yeah, you really mixing it up.
Got
That ain't
to,
right?
Got to. Dungeon Family or Rockefeller? Well, Dipset. Not Dipset. Yeah, I'm gonna say Dipset. I would say State Property, but that ain't no
Dungeon
competition.
Family or Dipset?
Dipset, yeah.
Oh, Dipset.
Word.
And I'm not saying. I'm not saying lyrically. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Dungeon Family is something different. I mean, that's what Andre, right?
Yeah,
they something different.
Goody Mob, yeah.
CeeLo and all. Yeah, they something different.
Well, look, man.
But Dipset fam. So yeah, y'all win.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. We appreciate you coming through here, man. You can stay right there. We ain't even gonna go to break. You know what I'm saying? But hey, a lot of people needed that, man. A lot of people needed the game because they don't know it. Especially not even the artists, the promoters do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of promoters out here thinking, DJs too. You know what I'm saying? DJs, like, they give up on it. Man, I'm gonna tell you this. One of the realest artists I've ever met in my life is Project Pat. Project Pat came out to Farmville, Virginia, and it was 17 people there, and I brought 15. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you this. He stayed there, and he was like this. He came out. He said, "All right." He just performed the show. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take no pictures out of it.
And I ain't gonna front. Like I rock with Pat. Mm-hmm. I love when they do that. I love when the artists, when they sign autographs, when they interact with their fans. It's the ones that act like they can't be touched that I have a problem with. Because you were once us.
Kevin Gates. That's what happened with Gates and Roanoke, Virginia.
Kicked us out the back.
He said he cleared out the area.
Well, I ain't gonna front. Sometimes they different because I've never had that issue with Gates. Gates always been cool. So it's like I think it's sometimes you get tired. I get it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't want to be bothered. But when you don't like the rappers that I grew up under and the tutelage that I learned, the Pop, the Pun, the Big L, they didn't care what it was. They was taking the picture. They was signing the autograph. They was whatever. These new rappers, I don't know. I don't know. They got 8 million people in security with them. If you didn't rap like you was the super thug of the world, then you wouldn't need all these people. But they pull up and they need 8,000 backstage passes because they got their whole family with them. Like,
and you know what's crazy about that? I went to school with Wale. You know what I'm saying? And we actually went to the Coliseum to see Virginia State Union play, and I snuck them in the game and everything. And that weekend was Rockefeller weekend. They had just signed a new artist, Kanye West, and it was crazy that I was there with Wale. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that, so you never know who you gonna run into. And we got into like a Twitter beef. Long story short, he came out doing a Maybach Music Tour concert and was like, yo, what's up, Brandon? I was like, hey, what's up? But you should have called me B Sounds. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, down to earth that time. But yo, man, we want to say appreciate you coming through. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to save the Madison Cabinet till next week. I had to end the interview with my guy, man, Hustle. Appreciate you for coming through, man. And look, each and every Monday, make sure y'all tune in right here. Follow us on Shy Love Show. All right.
Follow us on Shy Love.
Shy Love Instagram. All right, because she going to be posting the joint. I meant to say the Instagram. I was looking at Red one like this. My bad.
These niggas dysfunctional.
We got a phone call.
Shy Love Radio Uncut, y'all.
We ain't got nothing.
Hey, look,
And
yo.
the Dinnerplate.
But I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, look, tune in, man.
101.1 The Fam.
Every Monday. And look, this show is 24 hours. And make sure y'all catch us in New York right after this at 10 p.m.
That's
hey, look,
right.
it's a dinner plate, y'all. We gone,
Famous
man.
Radio
See y'all
NY.
next
Peace, love, and blessings.
See y'all Friday.
Hey, look, pull up every Monday at 7 p.m. with Shy Love, B-Sounds, Jamaican Lion, and the albino assassin Cool Mix J. It's the Dinner Plate, yeah, the radio show. And we bring everything to the table. Right here on 101.1 The Fam on Apple Music.